Hello everyone and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. Today we are talking about the upcoming full moon in the sign of Capricorn occurring on the 21st of July of 2024. This is a very rare energy. It is a blue moon. It's the second full moon in Capricorn in a month, second one in a row. This only occurs about once every 2.5 to 3 years or so. So it is a little bit of a rarity. And this is occurring at the 29th degree. So this is a critical degree, a crisis degree. This is where we have a major completion of some kind that's occurring, and this can be, of course, bringing in some major change. So stick with me here. We're going to talk about the energies surrounding this full moon, very important energies, and we're also going to pull some cards for each astrological sign and see where this is going to be impacting you the most. The areas of your life where this has the greatest influence is the same as what we had in the full moon in Capricorn in the 21st of June of this year, so just a month ago. So I will link that reading down below. You may want to go back and check that out because that particular full moon was occurring at the first degree, which can be about endings, but also new beginnings, right? So very much transitional, transformational energy that we've got going on around here. But I will put all of the timestamps in the description box and the comments down below for you, so you can very easily navigate your readings. Definitely watch your sun and your rising sign, of course, your moon sign, since we are talking about the moon energies here as well. If you watch all three, if you do know those from your birth chart, then you will get more of the big picture for you. So as I said, this full moon in Capricorn, July 21st, if you are in North America, if you're in the Pacific time zone, this is 3:17 a.m. So if you are like me and tend to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, then you are going to be, boom, right in that big bright energy of that moon. If you're on the East Coast, this is going to happen at 6:17 a.m. So coinciding with you getting up and getting ready for work. So, but of course, we will be feeling this energy as we do with all full moons. We will be feeling this energy a few days before, a few days after, and we have a lot going on right around this moon. So first off, on the 20th, we've got Mars entering the sign of Gemini. Mars is the ruler of the North Node, which is currently in Aries. And this is very powerful, very, very brave, very bold, and very social and chatty energy. This will be there for about 6 weeks. So this could be a time of great conversations, conversation starters, meeting new people, and of course, bringing ideas to life, right? So it's a great energy there for that. On the 21st, coinciding with this full moon, we've got Mercury in the sign of Leo. Now, this is creating a square to Uranus in Taurus, so there is this push and pull kind of energy there. Uranus is the great awakener, brings surprises, change, chaos, rebellion, but ultimately freedom. And in that Taurus energy, that earthly energy there, right? Taurus is like a rock, like a fixed rock. And so this is like a little bit of a push and pull, right? But it can really help you to realize where you're stuck, right? And this is actually really, really important for this to happen with this particular full moon. The sun is also in Cancer at the time of this full moon. So Cancer is very connected with the moon, right? The moon is the ruler of Cancer. This is a very nurturing energy, very homebody. And with this full moon, there could be some changes or some things going on around your home, or this can also just bring a little bit of a gentler energy to this full moon, which can be a very wonderful sigh of relief. But the sun in Cancer is having a trine with Neptune in Pisces. Neptune can bring confusion and things, right? But it's also very dreamy kind of energy. And so you could be kind of, dreaming about your future, dreaming about your changes, and of course, the rest of the astrological aspects that we've got going on can help you turn your dreams into reality, right? So you could potentially be getting some clarity. The sun can bring clarity and some energy, right, to take action on what it is that you want, what it is you're dreaming about. Mars in Gemini also has a trine to Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto's retrograde in Aquarius will be until the middle of October. But this does bring about powerful change, especially to groups of people. And Mars in Gemini, as we said, can be very chatty and very social. So you could be having some changes in your social groups, in who you talk to. You could be meeting new people, but at the same token, you could be letting some people go. And of course, we do have our second full moon in the sign of Capricorn. So in this energy, there can be some very significant changes going on. It is the anaretic degree, it's 29th degree. It is a crisis degree, and this is like a now or never energy, a very urgent energy, like I got to do it, I got to go, I got to make these changes. And so there could certainly be a major completion coming about for you. Yes, you can have something come to fruition for you that you've previously manifested, likely not new things, things that have already been set in motion, right? The wheels have already been turning, and this can be where, you get some big opportunity or some big doors opening up for you. This can also be where somebody else, other people, Pluto and Aquarius, other people are making changes, and this can, by that token, the changes that they make, the actions that they take can actually have some impact on you, even if it's not you directly that is creating this chaos or this change, but you can take advantage of the opportunities that may open up because of someone else's actions. Capricorn energy is very connected with business, with your career goals, with your purpose in life, right? Your goals in general. Capricorn energy also is about leadership, hierarchy, government, that kind of thing. And so it can be that maybe in your workplace, right, your career path, maybe you've got a boss or someone in a leadership position that all of a sudden throws in the towel, or maybe they get promoted, and this can open a door of opportunity for you. So something that someone else does can have an interesting effect on you. By the same token, it can be like, okay, you know what? That's not in the cards for me. That's not in the future for me. I'm out of here, right? So there could be some catalyst moment there, which can either make things really uncomfortable for you or can actually bring about some pleasant surprises. Remember, the blue moon, blue moon can be mystical and magical. It can bring about second chances. It can bring about a refreshing energy, can bring about surprises and something a little bit mysterious, right? The blue moon can be very, very special in its energy. So, even though we talk about change and transformation and things letting go and things that may not be within our control and all this kind of stuff, it can be a blessing for you as well. But it is a major pivotal turning point that's a karmic turning point as well. Breakthroughs, clearing out, change, freedom from things that have been keeping you stuck, as we already said. We are going to look to Saturn. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, right? And therefore Saturn is a ruler of this full moon. Saturn is a planet that, is the school of hard knocks a lot of the time, right? But it is about your achievements, about your discipline, your fears, challenges, your ambitions. It's also about structure, right? In order to achieve what we strive to achieve, sometimes we need to put a plan in place, right? We need to set goals. But it's also a planet of lessons. And of course, we've got karma, so you can have some karmic endings, which is why it may feel so powerful for you, and maybe why it feels a little bit uncomfortable for you as well in this. So a lot of things going on. We also, of course, do have Saturn, which is retrograde in the sign of Pisces right now. So you could be revisiting, reassessing, reevaluating your goals and your dreams, right? That Pisces energy. What do you want to create? What are you dreaming about, right? And so this can be where you really kind of knuckle down and you're like, okay, this is what I have to do in order to live out my dreams. Pluto also, of course, there's a lot of planets in the next little while that are going to be touching upon Pluto, which is retrograde in Aquarius. So Pluto plays a really big role in a lot of areas of our life in the next couple of weeks, especially. And with this full moon, we do actually have a conjunction with Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. And again, Pluto brings about endings, new beginnings, change, transformation, growth, evolution of things. Can bring about things that are hidden. We could certainly see breakdown in structure especially with political figures, governments, things like that. And we do see some of that going on around the world. And Pluto is about power. Aquarius is about the people. So it's like power to the people. So things are being revisited, reassessed, and it's like, this isn't working. Our governments have too much power over us, right? So, the people are taking their power back. So, it's a great time for things to change, but of course, with change does come that rebellious energy, or that that fighting energy that does come in. So there could be something that is hidden that comes to light for you at this full moon. A lot of mystery and magic. So ground yourself in this energy for sure. Do some full moon rituals. Very, very much a time to cleanse and purge, especially to kind of evaluate what has been holding you back, maybe from following a goal or a dream, right? There's sometimes something there, whether it's a fear or whether it's, just not seeing the potential of opportunities, right? And of course, because it is an energy of change in a lot of aspects, it does come with fear, because it's the fear of the unknown, right? If I make this change, what if I fail, right? But Capricorn energy says, yeah, but hello, what if you succeed? And you never know until you try, because you miss 100% of the chances that you don't take. Whereas at least if you take a chance, maybe you got 50-50, right? Or hopefully better odds than that. So trust yourself to make some changes, or to, kind of let some things go. But definitely going with the flow is going to be the key to success. So let's get on with it, and let's pull some cards for each sign. We're going to pull a couple. We're going to pull a moon card, an energy card, and a tarot card for each one of you. And it's just going to add a little bit of extra flavor to what is going on in your world. All right. So again, timestamps in the description box and the comments down below. Revisit your full moon in Capricorn reading that we did a month ago. I will link that down below, because of course this is the second chance for you in your same area of life. So if you feel like you haven't accomplished something, or maybe you started something and you feel like you've gotten off on the wrong foot, now is a great time to take that step back and make those changes that you need to make, right? That energy is there to help you, not to hinder you, right? But of course, it is propelling you forward. So let's get into it. We're going to start with Aries. Thank you for watching, guys. If you do enjoy the video, please do take a moment to press that like button there. It does help the video get seen, because it tells the YouTube algorithm that you enjoy watching it and there's something there for you, so it will show it to more people. And of course, if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing to my channel. And at the very least, drop a heart in the comments down below. I'll heart you back. We'll all connect our energies and create some beautiful vibes out in the world. So let's get into it. We're going to start with Aries. Hello there, Aries, and welcome to your full moon and your blue moon in Capricorn reading. This is, of course, the second full moon in your 10th house. So this is very much a focus on your career. 10th house is your public image, fame, recognition, your ambitions, achievements, your career status, your reputation out into the world. Also can have to do with your dominant parents. So you could have some changes going on in those areas. Other people could be making changes that can impact you and change your direction forward, okay, hopefully in a really positive way for you. We also do, at this moon, look at Saturn, which is in your 12th house. And so if you, especially if you're a late degree Aries, then you're going to be feeling this a little bit more. But Saturn in your 12th house, you may find at this full moon that you want to take a step back a little bit. The 12th house does have to do with your karmic endings. 12th house energy is your subconscious, right? It's your spirituality. It's about your dreams. It does really focus on endings. 12th house, right? Last house in astrology, can bring about secrets. It's also about escaping from the world, escaping into yourself, escaping into your energy, escaping into your dreams, right? So you may really benefit very much from finding a little bit of quiet time at this lunation. Probably help you get your thoughts together, help you to figure out what next steps you want to take in something, right? And or how to get started, right? How do I get started in this? Because you could have had some starts and stops somewhere, but you could have a little bit of an awakening at this full moon as well. Let's pull your cards, and we've got Enchanted. Under one enchanted evening, we have the full moon. There's a lot of magic and mystery around you, and I love that this card came out. Of course, we do have Saturn in your 12th house, and this can be this can be where you're really kind of seeing opportunities, you're seeing things a little bit different, you're embracing your inner magic. But this is also very dreamy kind of energy in here. So pay attention to any signs, symbols, and synchronicities, because they're pointing you somewhere. They're showing you something. Pay attention to your dreams as well at this time. All right. But it is a very beautiful energy that comes in here, a little bit of mystery, a little bit of magic, and that can certainly help you. We have financial constraints in the reverse. I love this. Okay, so if you've been feeling some financial pinch, or maybe you've been feeling as though your career hasn't been going the way you want it to go, this is where things are opening up for you and things are about to improve. So this can be, does it mean that you're going to have a windfall coming in here? Not necessarily, but an improvement in your finances, right? Less constriction on your finances can mean maybe you pay off a bill, or maybe you could potentially get a new job or a raise. And it may not necessarily be a huge amount of money, but it'll release the pressure, right? But at the same token, of course, yes, you can have something very positive coming in with this here as well. But the important message to focus on with this is that something in regards to your money, your finances, your debt, what you owe, right, is improving in your world. Okay, there's an opportunity and those doors opening for you. We've got the Nine of Cups. So yeah, some of you could be really getting what you want. I love this as well, because the Nine of Cups is about getting what you want, but it's also about having a dream or a wish or a goal coming true. This does bring about a sense of happiness and joy. This does bring about a sense of, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling content in my world. I'm not longing for stuff, right? And I know that I'm going to achieve my goals, or I know that I've got something wonderful coming in for me. So it's a great energy coming in here. It is the wish fulfillment card, right? So all of this, there is that little bit of magic that is around you here, Aries. So embrace it, believe in it, and ultimately claim it. Okay. So that is what I have for you guys. I thank you for watching. We're moving on to Taurus. Hello there, Taurus, and welcome to your Blue Moon in Capricorn reading. You are going to be experiencing this, the second one in a row, in your 9th astrological house. Now, this is all about your belief systems, your spirituality, your religion. It's also about your higher mind. So you could be opening yourself up to different beliefs, or you could be examining your belief systems. And if something, can't work, can't blend together, then maybe out the door it goes. Because, you could be awakening to a higher power. You could be awakening to a different belief system. But the higher mind does have to do with learning. This 9th house energy is about your philosophy, the philosophies of life, or whatever it happens to be. Big ideas happen here as well. So does publishing. So this is a great time to start a journal, or maybe you are closing a chapter on the journal that you've already created, and maybe you're about to start a new one. So maybe you're putting one on the shelf because all the pages are full, and now you're starting a new page on that. But it's a great time to really embrace your big ideas and, what do I need to do to put my ideas into motion? Some of you could potentially be focused on travel at this time as well. Now, it could be travel with a purpose often in the 9th house, or it could be travel like overseas or to a different country. Likely, maybe not travel within your own country. Because it is about learning and seeing something new or something different, right? So if you do have some travel plans, okay, this can be where maybe you do have to go back to the drawing board. You might have some changes with that. Or you could be faced with a decision. I got to book this now. The sale is ending. Let's decide, where are we going to go? How much money are we going to spend? Quick, quick, quick. We've got to make this decision before all the seats sell out, right? So you could be feeling that pinch of needing to make a decision. So if you're somebody that, doesn't make those decisions easily, take a step back and, just quickly assess something there. And hey, if you have to, toss a coin, right? Where are we going to go? I don't know. I can't make a decision. Let's toss a coin. So you could be meeting people from overseas or from another country as well in this 9th house energy. Now we do have Saturn that is going to be in your 11th house at the same time as well. And this is about your people, right? The 11th house energy is very social. It's about your communities, your social groups, your friendship circles, all of that kind of stuff. So you could be changing something there in that area. You could be meeting new people, but at the same time, you could be parting ways with people as well. And it may not necessarily be a blow up. It may just be a drifting away. But the 11th house also has to do with your wishes, okay? So you could have a wish fulfilled at this time. And it also has to do with your liberty, right? Your freedom. So the 11th house is ruled by Uranus. It's Aquarian energy. So freedom, where do you need to find freedom in your life? And of course, this blue moon can bring about a breakthrough or break free so that you can find your freedom, all right? We have gratitude here for you guys. This is your moon card. So under the light of this full moon, express thanks, express gratitude to yourself, the universe, and maybe even to people around you. When we express gratitude, we open the door to receiving more things to be grateful for. It puts us in a really good mood when we practice gratitude. It raises our vibration. So you can use this full moon energy as this big extra dose. I'm thankful for my friends, my family, my money, my job, whatever it happens to be, the roof over my head. I'm thankful for my pets. But also, because of course, especially since we do have Saturn at play, I am thankful for all of the lessons that I have learned, right? Because Saturn is always ultimately here to help us, even though it feels like Saturn is here to beat us up sometimes. But we ultimately do learn something. So be thankful for the lessons that you've learned, because they do make you wiser and stronger. We have man holding a heart here. Okay, so yes, this can be a very people-y energy for some of you. The man holding a heart can represent that there could be a very helpful person somewhere around you. Now, yes, man holding a heart could be someone sharing their feelings with you, expressing love for you. This can be a new person entering your life. This can be someone you already know, so maybe you're enhancing a connection or renewing a connection here also. Does it have to be about love and romance? No. It can be a friend. It can be a family member, but it is likely a male person somewhere in your life. And this person can give you a helping hand. Maybe they express their feelings for you. This can be someone you partner up with, maybe on a creative project or something, or maybe this is someone you're traveling with. Someone could offer you, just say, hey, I'm planning on going on vacation. I don't really feel like going alone. Do you want to come with me? Right? They may not necessarily pay your way, but it could be a fun little getaway, a little get together. So watch out for a man holding a heart. We've got the 4 of Wands here. Thank you very much. We've got the 4 of Wands here. So yes, the 4 of Wands is known as the 1111 card. And like I said, we do have Saturn in your 11th house. So this can be quite significant for you. And this does, of course, is connected with your wishes. So the 4 of Wands is a celebration. It is one where we're taking something up to the next level, higher level of commitment. Is it known? Yes, it is known as the engagement card, right? So yes, man holding a heart. Maybe someone is really expressing their feelings for some of you. If you're single, this actually does bode quite well for you. This can be, again, it's very interesting that this particular energy should come up because this moon's not landing in your 7th house of relationships, right? But it is people energy and friendship energy. So this can be where maybe someone does reveal their true feelings for you. They might just be feeling like it's now or never. I've got to express how I feel. right now before I lose the opportunity, right? So somebody around you could be approaching you with something very interesting. This can be an engagement for some of you in this energy. But the fourth house does have to do with your wishes and your goals sometimes, right? It can be something coming to fruition that does bring about a celebration. And like I said, this can be a very people-y energy. And with the ninth house being about travel, for some of you, you could be traveling somewhere for a party, for a wedding, for an anniversary, for a bridal shower, for a retirement party, a graduation party, whatever it happens to be. This is celebratory energy, quite often involving lots of people. It is very high vibe. It's very fun. And so you never know what may happen when you attend some sort of event or get together that involves other people. You could open the door to meeting new friends, new romantic interests, new business partnerships, and all of that kind of stuff. So there's something to celebrate that's waiting in the winds for you. I'll leave that there for you, Taurus. I thank you for watching. We're going to move on now to Gemini. Hello there, Gemini. Welcome to your Blue Moon and Capricorn reading. This is the second full moon in a row occurring in your 8th house. Now, your 8th house is ruled by Pluto, and as we know, we've got a conjunction with Pluto here. Pluto brings about endings, new beginnings, change, transformation, evolution, growth, but it can also bring you power. So there could be some power that you are regaining with this full moon. Your 8th house does have to do with birth, death, transformation, a little bit of mystery. So there could be a secret that comes to light or something mysterious may happen. This does have to do with shared money, shared resources, loans, inheritances. This can also represent the things that are secret or hidden, right? Because it can represent the occult, and occult just means something hidden or secret. So the things that we do behind closed doors, right? And it does, of course, have to do with things that are our sexuality as well. So there could be something going on with another person there behind closed doors. Maybe you're feeling a little bit adventurous. However, we do have Saturn as well in your 10th house. So there could be some changes going on with your career. You could have a goal that you are completing, right? And this can be really wonderful, and it can have a positive impact on your money. There could be some changes going on with how much money you owe people. Or with your joint assets as well, right? This can be where, you know, if you're getting married, maybe you join your finances together, right? You got more buying power. If you are getting divorced or separating from somebody, right, then you're changing, you know, you may have some changes there with your joint finances in that regard. You could be paying off a loan. Or you could be perhaps making a purchase of some kind. Yes, we can have inheritances that do come along with this. And this can be a little bit surprising, or this can be something that you've been waiting to complete, waiting to happen. So it could be like a final reading of a will or something like that, right? Or, you know, maybe you already know that you're getting some inheritance. It just hasn't landed in your bank account yet. And this can be this energy where it does happen, right? Finally, you get the funds that you've been waiting for. So very much an energy of change and transformation for you. But again, with Saturn in your 10th house, this can be where, you know, you do get recognized for something in your workplace, or perhaps you are feeling like it's now or never to make some changes in your career path somehow, right? So that you can make more money, so that you can contribute more to your household, right? The sun is in Cancer at the time of this full moon. Cancer is all about the home and the family. Right? So how do I make more money for my family? How do I put more money on the table? Right? That kind of thing. So you could be using your reputation that you've built for yourself to open up some doors for yourself, to better your career path in some way. And of course, with this full moon, if you are retiring from work and now you're looking out into the great beyond and saying, what am I going to do now? Oh man, you got some changes coming in for you, and congratulations on retiring. Have some fun and get out there and enjoy life, right? Now is the time to do some things that maybe you never previously had time for. We have focus energy coming in here for you guys. Focus on your dreams, your goals, right? Very 10th house energy here. Focus on your changes that you want to make. Where do you need to find your power? If you've been feeling powerless in situations. Now it's time to take your power back. That's that Pluto energy that we've got going on. But whatever your situation is, focus is the key, right? Don't lose your focus, okay? Focus on what you want, on the task at hand, and that is what you will achieve, right? Don't let yourself get distracted, all right? We have the angel of love coming in here for you as well. And I love this energy. Okay, so yes, some of you could have some changes going on with a personal relationship, and this can actually have a really beneficial impact on your money. All right, so maybe you're moving in with your significant other, and now all of a sudden you got two people paying the bills, and it feels like a windfall, right? It's not that you have more money coming in, but you got less money going out, right? And this can bring you some abundance. But the angel of love can represent new beginnings. And of course, like I said, the 8th house energy, it can be about endings, but also new beginnings coming in your life. So you could potentially be partnering up with people, maybe as a business partnership, right? And things are very much symbiotic, right? You connect with this person, you're going to create a business together, and you get along quite swimmingly well. But the angel of love, yes, can bring you blessings of love in some way at this full moon. Doing the things that you love, taking care of yourself, nurturing your family. This can bring in, yes, love and romance, but love, remember, is the highest vibration of all. And love is, we do sometimes think of love as like a noun, right? It's like love, love, love. But love is also an action, right? So how do you express love? How do you do the things that you love? How do you engage with the people that you care about, right? What actions can you take to show yourself or other people the love that you feel, right? And so whatever your situation happens to be, the angel of love is bringing you some wonderful high vibe energy, bringing you some healing energy as well, and showering all some love and good vibes on you. Oh, great energy there. We do have the 5 of Wands coming in here for you. Okay, so yes, the 5 of Wands can represent a battle. All right. And so this can be, and it can bring about a little bit of drama, right? Because everyone wants their own way. Everyone has a say. Everyone has an opinion, right? And so the 5 of Wands can represent, especially when it comes to money, right? 8th house, very much around money. And so this can be where, there's a little bit of a battlefield going on around money. So again, focus on what you want to achieve. Focus on a resolution, or focus on making changes that in some way benefit everyone, or what is really the best for everyone, whether they see it or not. The 5 of Wands can also be an energy of competition, though. And, 8th house changes, money, your 10th house where Saturn is, right? A 10th house, all about your ambition, your career, your goals, your reputation. And sometimes in order to better our financial situation, we've got to compete for what we want, right? Focus on what you want to achieve, but be willing to put yourself out there and compete for it, right? Because there's a lot of people competing for the same jobs, or everyone wants a job that pays boatloads of money, but maybe they don't have to work super hard, right? Those are the gravy jobs, right? And they're probably getting a little bit few and far between these days, but compete for what you want and you just might get it. But if you never put yourself out there into the mix, then you'll never know. Right? So whatever you're striving for, focus on your goals, be willing to compete, love yourself, right? Or find something that you love. Remember, you got some blessings coming in here for you with this energy. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I thank you for watching. Good luck in this blue moon. And we will move on now to Cancer. Hello there, Cancer, and welcome to your blue moon and Capricorn reading. So for the second full moon in Capricorn in a row, this is happening in your 7th house of relationships. All right, ruled by Venus, bringing in the Libra energies. This is your relationships with other people, contracts, business relationships, friendships, romantic partnerships in this energy. So there could be some significant changes going on with your relationship sector. Some of you could potentially be going through breakups and shakeups. Some of you could be clearing the path for someone new to enter your life, putting your fears aside or facing your fears about love and romance, right? And opening the door to something more positive. So it can be really wonderful for you. This can be where you are really focused on taking back your personal power, Pluto, right? With other people, Aquarius. And remember, we do have Pluto and Aquarius. We've got a conjunction at this moon. And this can be a time when you are restoring balance and harmony in a relationship in your life, whether it's business or personal, where something has gotten off kilter, right? Where something has become a little bit one-sided, right? Those scales of balance have been tipped. So this can be where you do take back some control and where you do, excuse me, restore that equality in that relationship. And unfortunately, because this is a critical degree, it's like a now or never, do or die, right? Because of that, this may be where if you can't restore the balance of power or balance of whatever, then this can be where you are finding freedom instead, all right? So it might not necessarily be the easiest thing, but it's probably been something that's been going on for a while. So we do have Saturn at this time, because we do have to look at the ruler of this moon. And Saturn is in your 9th house. So your 9th house energy, this is, you know, the 9th house is all about your belief systems, your religion, that kind of thing. So you could have some things that come up with a relationship here that does have to do with like your upbringing, your traditions, right? Your belief systems, all that kind of stuff, right? So you could be gaining deeper wisdom and understanding about where someone else is coming from. They could be coming into a deeper understanding about where you're coming from and what you believe and all this kind of stuff. Maybe a time when you're trying to blend your upbringings, your belief systems, your values together, right? And that can also always be a little bit tricky. You could be traveling with somebody, right? Or maybe you are traveling, so 9th house can be travel. You could be going on a vacation, going on some sort of trip, and you could meet some people, or maybe you're traveling with people. So this can be kind of fun. This is like about some big ideas as well with Saturn in your 9th house, right? Saturn, spirituality, religion, higher mind, your philosophy on life, right? That kind of thing. And it could also be about your big ideas. Like, hey, I've got this really big idea. So you could be working with somebody, right, to bring some idea to life. We have luminous energy. It's your time to shine brightly. Where do you want to shine, right? The luminous energy does bring about a glow. So this can be about something coming to life, but this can also be about attracting something, right? We've got this moth on this card attracted to the lunation, right? Attracted to this light of the moon. So what are you attracting into your life? You could be attracting people. You could be attracting opportunities. You could be opening doors, right? Like a moth to a flame, something is gravitating towards you and they're attracted by your light, whether it's people or opportunities. So embrace that energy. We also have your 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. Your 6th chakra is your third eye. So your third eye activating at this time. Your third eye is, you know, all about your vision, right? Your visions, your dreams. What do you want to create, right? You can see it in your mind's eye. And so you have the opportunity here, and the energy is really supporting you to manifest things into your life, to open those doors for yourself, whatever that looks like to you, to establish partnerships, right? Or to take something to the next level. If you can vision it, you can create it, right? This is, you know, really a wonderful energy for you. Work with Archangel Metatron, but just like the luminous energy, you're attracting something to you. And this can be really quite wonderful. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune here for you guys as well. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is, you know, it does bring about some good karma for you. It can represent a new cycle opening up in your life. The Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is turning for you. There's something already in motion, right? Typically when we get this energy, and especially at this blue moon, right? Something manifesting, great opportunity for you here, but it's something where the wheels are already turning. Because the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel of karma, the wheel of fate, the wheel of destiny, right? And so there's something here that is meant to happen, that is bound to happen. And, all you need to remember to do is ride the wave and seize the moment when it does present itself to you, right? Because the universe can align all kinds of people and opportunities in your path, but unless you're willing to take some action, right, then, hey, that's all up to you. But the Wheel of Fortune can bring you some good luck, right? It does also remind you of the ebb and the flow of life, right? The ups and the downs that we all face, but this is a cycle of increase. Ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is very interesting because Jupiter rules the 9th house, right? And that is where Saturn is. So you could have some good luck in that area. Maybe, someone offers to, bring you on vacation somewhere and you don't have to pay for it. That can be awfully fun. But the Wheel of Fortune does bring expansion, growth, good luck, good fortune. It brings freedom from old beliefs and, establishing new ones. Or this does bring expansion of what you believe in, right? It's like, oh, I see the big picture, right? So it's a really great energy coming in there for you. Okay, so take advantage of all of this luck and expansion and abundance that the Wheel of Fortune and Jupiter do bring you. So I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. Thank you for watching. Good luck in this blue moon, and we are going to move on now to Leo. Hello there, Leo. Welcome to your blue moon and Capricorn reading. So for the second full moon in a row, this is occurring in your 6th house. And your 6th house is all about your health, happiness, your well-being. So if you've been trying to make some improvements in your health, your physical activity, your diet, all of those things, and you just kind of maybe have been a little bit back and forth, starts and stops, okay, now or never, okay? This is the time to get something done. Make that doctor's appointment. Make those changes, those positive changes for in your life for yourself. So this can also be where you are recognizing how far you've come, how far you've progressed. So if you've been, on a diet, or you've been increasing your physical activity for the last little while, right? Now is the time where you may kind of sit back a little bit and go, wow, 3 months ago, I could barely walk a mile, and now all of a sudden I'm jogging 5, right? Maybe you've been avoiding stepping on the scale because you might find that's a detriment to you rather than a help, but maybe you do step on the scale or you buy some new clothes and you're like, holy crap, I didn't know that I had lost so much weight, right? All I know is that I feel better. So this can be a time of recognizing your achievements that you've made. So give yourself a pat on the back, right? So all sorts of wonderful things you can be recognizing that how far you've come at this moon. But the 6th house also has to do with your daily routines, your service to others, also your pets. So a great time for you to, focus on better habits and, focus on maybe the health of your pets and that kind of thing as well. So Saturn, the ruler of this full moon, Saturn is in your 8th astrological house ruled by Pluto. And of course, we've got a conjunction with Pluto. It can bring endings, it can bring new beginnings, and of course, transformation, evolution, growth. It can also be where you get your power back, get your mojo back. So you're feeling more powerful, or you're feeling stronger, you're facing your fears. There could also be some sort of surprise at this time as well, okay, in this energy, something that you didn't quite expect. I'm sorry for that little noise in the background if you heard it. I have 2 9-month-old kittens, and right in the middle of doing my reading here, they've decided to get the zoomies, and the dog didn't help because their dog is sitting on their catnip mouse. So it's a little bit of a crazy zoo right behind me here. So anyways, they're going to settle down in a second though. So I do apologize for that. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. We've got radiant energy here. Feels beautiful. The radiant glow about you. So again, if some of you have been trying to make some changes in your life for your health, happiness, well-being, right? This is showing that you are making progress. So don't beat yourself up. Even if you feel as though you've kind of started and stopped, like you've been back and forth, and it's like, oh my God, I just can't get traction, right? Know that on some level you have made some changes and your energy is shifting in a very positive way. So this radiant energy, this radiant glow all around you, but radiance brings warmth for you guys as well. So, you know, this is like bringing you a little bit of the warm fuzzies. So again, you could be, you know, if you've been beating yourself up, right? Or if you've been feeling like you haven't made the progress or the changes, this can be where you recognize that, oh my God, I have actually made some progress, right? So it's beautiful energy. But this is all about like being a beacon of light, opening your heart, stepping into the flow, beautiful energy that's there supporting you. We have happy family here as well with card number 4. And so I love this energy because we do have the sun in Cancer at the same time as this full moon. And the sun in Cancer is very nurturing and also very focused on the home and the family and those relationships. So this could be a time when you are maybe a little bit more focused on yourself, your routines, how much time you spend with your family. Maybe some of you are considering starting a family, right? That 8th house energy where Saturn is can bring about some new beginnings for you. It can also bring some changes for you or help you recognize changes where maybe you know you do work really hard or you spend a lot of time at work and now you're like, you know what, but I'm going to shift my focus or I'm going to find more balance. I'm going to change something up in my daily routine and I'm going to spend more time with my family or my loved ones, or I'm going to spend a little bit more time at home and that kind of thing. So the happy family energy really does bring about some wonderful vibes, some happy vibes, brings about a good, strong, solid foundation, and it just brings this joyous, positive energy. We have the King of Cups as well. The love just keeps flowing here for you guys. The King of Cups is beautiful energy. Number one, kings take charge. They take the lead. So this can be about you taking the lead, taking control back, taking your power back to restore some positive vibes, to make yourself feel better, to focus on your health, happiness, and well-being. And the king says, yes, that you will succeed. So even if you have those starts and stops, even if you fall off the bandwagon every once in a while, right? Do not beat yourself up. Know that we all falter. We all felt a temptation every once in a while, especially if you're trying to stick to a diet or an exercise regime. Sometimes we do have those days where we just don't want to get out of bed. We just don't have the energy. Or we do have those days where, we want that cheeseburger, or, we want that little piece of cake, just something to tide us over, right? And so if you do fall into that temptation, okay, don't beat yourself up. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off on the next meal or the next day or whatever it happens to be. And the King of Cups does bring in this beautiful vibe all around you, okay? But this does also bring love and romance for you as well. It also brings in some potential spiritual growth. And remember, like I said here, we do have Saturn in your 8th house at this time, and your 8th house can be very spiritual. It is a Pluto-ruled energy. And if you think of the Death card, right, we all go through periods of transformation and evolution and growth on many levels. And whether it's our physical growth, our, relationship growth, right, but also our spiritual growth here as well. So you could be really kind of stepping into a very high vibe energy here with this moon. So really embrace that because it's really wonderful and it's really valuable, but certainly some beautiful, happy energy going on all around for you. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I thank you for watching. Good luck in this blue moon, and we are going to move on down to Virgo. Hello there, Virgo, and welcome to your blue moon in Capricorn reading for the second month in a row. This full moon is occurring in your 5th astrological house, so this could be a little bit of an easier energy for you guys. Yay! The 5th house is ruled by the sun, and the 5th house brings in love and romance. It brings in some creative energy. This is the house of pleasure and joy, the things that make you happy. So you could be finding your happiness, finding your bliss. Maybe it does require letting something go in order for you to be happier, right? You just never know, because we do have Saturn retrograde in Pisces in your 7th house of relationships. All right. So relationships, other people, friendships, romantic relationships, business partnerships, all of those kind of things. So some of you could have some growth in that area. You could be establishing, a greater level of commitment. Maybe you're meeting new people. But again, some of you here could potentially be recognizing that your path to happiness and bliss may be to leave someone behind. All right. Just depends whatever is in your heart, right? So really connect with your heart space at this moon. But this is a very creative energy here as well in the 5th house, right? It does have to do with your hobbies and your interests. So, what are you interested in pursuing? If you've always had a dream, Saturn in Pisces, right? If you've always had a dream of doing something or learning something that's creative and fun, maybe now is the time when you're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this now. I've waited too long, right? And so this can be really quite interesting for you. So if you've always wanted to learn to paint, learn to draw, you always wanted to take woodworking class or learn to play a musical instrument, right? Now can be the time for you to do that. And you could have some support of other people while you do that as well. All right. So some fun energy there for you for the most part. All right. We do have clarity coming in here also. So this is a time to, where you are very clear on what it is you want, where you want to go, what you want to change, what do you want to finish, what do you want to start, right? The clarity is there. When we are clear about something, then this can really help us to move forward in a good, positive direction, right? Because we know exactly where we want to go. We know exactly what those answers are, right? And, it's better than being kind of, in a fog or confused about something. So a heightened sense of clarity is around you at this full moon. And this can also be the message about be clear what you want, right? Or be clear what you want to do. And if you're not sure, take a step back before you make some decisions. We have broken heart energy. However, this is in the reverse. So this can be a time of healing and growth for you. This can be a time when you are on the mend. Maybe you are focused on you and not so much other people. If you've had issues with other people, relationships, whether they're business friends, romantic partners, whatever, this can be where you are dealing with your issues or you're talking something out, you're getting clear, you're both open and understanding of each other's viewpoint, right? That kind of thing. And what the broken heart energy brings about is healing. Right? Whatever that looks like to you, whether it's healing of self, healing of a relationship, a partnership, or just feeling better and feeling high vibe in general, it is a positive energy. So you're on the mend, and it also shows that if something is broken in your life, or if you feel something's broken in you, then you have the extra energy boost here to fix it, to fix yourself, and to, be a little happier. We have the 9 of Cups coming out here. I love this. Okay, the 9 of Cups is about getting what you want. It's known as the wish fulfillment card. Your wishes are granted, right? We rub the genie's lamp and poof, there we go. The 9 of Cups here is a very high vibe energy. It's one where we're feeling good, we're feeling happy, we're feeling content, we're feeling a great sense of self. And we're feeling as though we've made a lot of progress here as well. And, we always look at the 9 of Cups as though, okay, yeah, my wishes came true. But what we forget is that, this dude here is sitting on a bench. He's like, I'm feeling pretty fine, right? But what the cups that are lined up on that table hide is behind this curtain, behind the guy, hides all of the other cups that we've had to go through in order to get to our 9. It hides the, 5 of Cups, the heartbreak, the depression, the loss, the grief that we've experienced. It hides the 8 of Cups, right, where we've walked away or we've felt disconnected, right? And, it hides the 7 of Cups where we felt confused or lost, that kind of thing, or afraid, right? So it hides all of that because we've surmounted all of those things. We've passed through a journey. So this can be where you have gone through a journey of bumps and ups and downs and heartbreak and loss and confusion and doubts and all these things to get yourself to this good place. So whatever your situation happens to be, remember, give yourself a pat on the back. Express gratitude to yourself, to those around you, and of course to the universe. Express gratitude for all of the things that you have, all of the things that are still coming to fruition in your world, and for everything that you've learned. So, but whatever your situation, the 9 of Cups, feeling good, feeling fine. And yes, some of you could have something coming to fruition, something that you've wished for. Your wish is granted. I'll leave that there for you guys. I thank you for watching. Good luck in this blue moon. And we are now going to move on to Libra. Hello there, Libra, and welcome to your blue moon in Capricorn reading. So for the second month in a row, this lunation is happening in your 4th astrological house. The 4th house is ruled by Cancer. The sun is in Cancer right now. It's all about your home, your family, your relationships, nurturing those relationships, and taking care of business around your home, and maybe even nurturing yourself. So it does bring a little bit of a calmer energy to this full moon for you, which is a really good thing. But there can be some changes going on around your family or around your home that maybe you've been working towards or that you didn't expect. But the 4th house energy is where we focus on our stability, our security, our children. The Saturn, yes. Saturn is currently at the time of this moon in your 6th house, which is your health, happiness, well-being, brings in a healing energy. And so this can be like, okay, how can I, maybe I can't afford a new house, so how do I make my home a better place? I've had some issues, some struggles with some family, and now maybe I can, fix those things or get things back on track, or at least heal from something that I've parted ways with, right? We can choose our friends, we can't choose our family, and not every family member gets along, right? So whether you are healing from that or letting something go, sometimes we end up going a little bit no contact for our own health, happiness, and well-being, especially with family, right? Remember, family members are their own unique individuals, and yes, we do have those ties to them, but it doesn't always mean that we have to be accepting of their behavior, right? So sometimes we do need to kind of part ways a little bit, either temporarily or permanently, in order to save ourselves, kind of thing, right? So some of you could have some significant changes going on around your home. Maybe you're buying a new house, you could be selling a house, you could be moving neighborhoods, or you are giving yourself a home makeover a little bit, rearranging your furniture, painting the walls, sprucing up your outdoor space. So even if something isn't new, you're making the changes to be out with the old color, bring in a new color that's a little bit more vibrant. Maybe putting some slip covers on your furniture so that it's not new furniture, but it looks new. It's got a whole different vibe about it, right? So you could be making all those changes there. And some really positive things. Maybe some of you are getting a new pet at this time as well, perhaps, right? We have wish. There we go. Make a wish and it shall come true. So in this energy here, yes, we do have some things that may be coming to fruition for you. So with this energy, it's typically something that has been in play for a while, something as a result of a previous manifestation, something that's already on the go here, and there could be some doors of opportunity opening up for you. So if you're wishing for some changes in your home, or you're wishing for something with your family or your children, maybe you want to start a family, right? You could get some surprise. If you are looking to move to a better or safer location, right, where you live, this can be where, you've been making great strides. You've been, really kind of focused on that goal. And this can be where you get a wish fulfilled. It could come from help from other people. other family, perhaps, right? Could be something here where maybe you move into the family home, right? Especially if you've got older parents, there could be something going on there. But whatever your situation is, this is your wish fulfillment. It's also one that says focus on your wishes, focus on your goals, and this is what will come to fruition for you. We have the garden and the gate. Now, the garden and the gate quite often does represent a little bit of stuck energy, but very similar to like the Eight of Swords energy. It's stuck because we are kind of making ourselves stuck. We've got this girl in this garden. The garden is beautiful. There's flowers. It's wonderful, but we have a locked gate. She's sitting there. She's kind of giving the side eye to the meadow beyond. She's kind of just standing there. She's not going forward. She's not going backwards. She's not going through the gate. She's doing nothing. So something is holding her back. The thing is, she's got the key that opens that gate around her neck. So this shows, and this is a reminder that sometimes where we are might be a little bit comfortable, right? It might be okay, but there's something beyond. There's something on the other side of that gate for us. So we need to sometimes examine what is holding us back. What is holding us back from our happiness or our goals? What is happening? What is holding us back from making change or venturing into the unknown? Often it's fear, right? Fear of the unknown, fear of making change, fear of success, fear of failure, all of these kind of things. But at any time, regardless of where we are in our life, right, we have the power to reach up to our neck, to grab that key, unlock that gate, and walk through it. Well, what does that look like to you, right? Sometimes it's a conversation we have to have, and we purposely don't unlock that topic or that conversation because we quite often do think the worst, right? The unknown plays on our psyche, right? The unknown, it's like, well, I don't know. What if I bring up this topic and someone goes off the deep end and then I've just made something worse? Well, no, probably you've unlocked something and unleashed some energy that's been pent up for a while and has to be addressed, right? So whatever it is, you are encouraged to reach up, seize the moment, grab that key, and walk through that door. Whether it's just something new or something that you've been resisting or something you're afraid of, right? And because we do have Saturn in your 6th house, right? And this does have to do with your health, happiness, well-being, your fitness, your diet, your daily routines, all of this stuff could be something that's a very practical matter, right? And, maybe you want to lose some weight, right? 6th house energy. And you've been back and forth, or maybe you've been procrastinating and you're like, I want to make the change, but I really like cake, right? I want to make the change, but oh my God, it's so hard to stick to a diet. This can be this lunation for you where you do seize the moment, you make the steps that you want to make, right? And you find what you wish for. You get what you wish for. You know that your wishes, your goals are within reach. And I just use that as as an example, but that can be to anything. Seize your power. We have the 5 of Wands. Oh boy. 5 of Wands is a very wonderful energy, very interesting energy. Wonderful, maybe not. But anyways, the 5 of Wands can bring about some conflict, some competition, or some drama. The 5 of Wands, though, does show that through battling something out, hashing something out, does bring an opportunity for change. So there could be, because full moons are very powerful energy, we do have Pluto at play. This can be where there's maybe power struggles within the home, right? We're battling something out. This can be where we, are figuring out where we want to live, or maybe there's some daily routines that need to be addressed, right? Especially if you've got kids and maybe they're teenagers, you want them to drag their butts out of bed. You want them to do their own dishes. You want them to pick up after themselves. And this can be where something may come to a little bit of a explosive energy. And we're like, I'm tired of picking up after you. You need to be a little bit more responsible, right, Capricorn? Responsibility. Okay. And yeah, this can cause a little bit of trouble and strife. But it also does bring about this opportunity for change. So again, an interesting energy because remember, I said with the garden and the gate, right? Sometimes we unlock a certain subject, or we broach a certain subject, right? And then we're like, what's holding us back is the fear of this, the fear of the Five of Wands. Well, what if I open that topic? What if I start that conversation and all hell ensues, right? Well, it's probably something that had to happen anyway. Right. So it could be that tempers flare. It could be a little bit of drama. It could be, a little bit of these power struggles that may go on, especially with your home and your family. But it's things that need to happen in order to progress, in order to move forward. Okay. So whatever your situation is, there could be some challenges there with that, but keep your eye on the prize. Okay. Keep your focus on a resolution, and don't be afraid of a little bit of battling or infighting, because that's just how sometimes we clear the air. Right. So anyways, but so some interesting energies there for you guys. And of course, whenever we're dealing with people or family, sometimes a little bit of a battle may ensue. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. Okay. Good luck on this full moon. I thank you for watching. We're going to move on now to Scorpio. Hello there, Scorpio, and welcome to your blue moon in the sign of Capricorn. So this is your second full moon lunation in your third astrological house, ruled by Mercury. So this is your communication, your thoughts, your ideas. This can be short trips, like short little travel vacations, right? So maybe a little weekend getaway in the car. This has to do with neighborhoods. So there could be some things going on in your neighborhood. Your social life can be a focus for you at this full moon as well. You could be can go either way with this energy. You could be either feeling a little bit more sociable, feeling like, maybe there's a neighborhood block party and you might actually want to go this time around. Something could be opening up in your social life, or you could actually be opening your eyes to different kind of community groups and that kind of thing. But all matters of the mind with your third house energy here. We do have Saturn in your fifth house. And Saturn in your fifth, the fifth house energy is ruled by the sun. And this is about pleasure, joy, creativity, your hobbies, your interests. You might be considering making some changes in your life so that you have more time to pursue the things that bring you pleasure and joy. The fifth house does bring you love and romance as well, though. So you just never know. You could have something shifting for you in that area of your life. This can, especially if you've been trying to manifest love into your life, you just never know what might happen there. It can be that, maybe you're talking with a significant other, communication. You're talking with a significant other about, what you want out of love and romance, right? So you never know. There could be a little surprise for you. Maybe someone who is not necessarily super romantic. Maybe you come home to find, dinner made for you and roses on the table or something like that. Or you go out for a romantic dinner or a quick romantic getaway might be in the cards for you there as well. But we do look to Pluto also for you guys, okay? And Pluto is your chart ruler, and we do have a conjunction with this moon. So there could be endings, there could be new beginnings, there could be transformation, growth, evolution with this energy as well. And of course, there could be a surprise that is headed your way, hopefully a good one. We have mystical energy here for you guys. So mystical and magical. And again, there could be something that is a mystery that may be revealed, a secret may be revealed for you at this blue moon, right? Something you didn't expect, or something a little bit magical. So it's really quite awesome for you guys. The mystical energy can also show your connection with the cosmos, your connection with your intuition, probably very heightened at this time. There could be something shifting in your spiritual side. You could also be seeing things in a little bit of a different light. Your perception about things may be changing. But also with the mystical energy, you could be harnessing the power and the magic of this moon to cleanse and purge, to clear some things out, or to welcome something in. Because again, we can have something that comes to fruition for you at this lunation. So a little bit of mystery, a little bit of magic, but ultimately a little bit of a spiritual energy in that as well. We have the yin-yang energy here for you. Balance and harmony, very important, right? To restore the balance of power. Pluto, your ruler, right? So the yin and yang energy does show that things are lining up for you, shows that things are coming into into a positive space for you, a positive energy for you, right? When our yin and our yang, our masculine, our feminine work together, when our spiritual self and our physical world come together, this is where things happen, right? This is where things come to fruition for us, right? So you could have something very wonderful that's going on, but you could also be really focusing on where is there an imbalance of power, right? Where does something need to change? And you could be talking about that with other people. You could be talking about that with a significant other. You could be talking about that with your friends, or maybe you're just discussing this with yourself internally, right? That little internal conversation that you may have in your head. All right. But balance is important, right? So you could be really focusing on restoring some balance in your life, right? And you're thinking about that, right? That third house energy. You're thinking about that. What do I need to do? What do I need to change, right? In order to get more balance and harmony in my life. Very important. We also have here the Seven of Cups. All right. So the Seven of Cups does bring about opportunities, options, right? Great. It also does really speak to our dreams, our visions, right? But it can bring about the need to make a decision, the need to make a choice. Often when we're faced with too many options, or when we have too many perceived outcomes that we build up in our heads, what happens? We get confused, we feel lost, we procrastinate, and ultimately we do get a little bit stuck. And we do have Saturn, right? That is retrograde in the sign of Pisces, and the Saturn energy is in your 5th house at this time. And so this can be where you are really revisiting a goal, a dream. The Seven of Cups can represent dreams. Pisces energy, dreams. Pisces energy is also connected with the 12th house, and the 12th house is about rest and relaxation, but it's also spiritual energy, and it is also one of what do I need to let go of in order for me to make a choice, make a decision, bring more clarity in my life, right? And so that I can move forward in the best direction possible. And so in this Seven of Cups energy, yes, you could have doors of opportunity opening up for you, right? But you could really also be trying to regain a little bit of focus on what it is that you want. And you could be facing some fears with this energy here as well, because quite often what does keep us kind of swirly-twirly around in our own head, like a little armchair astronaut, right? We're fantasizing about something, but we're not putting it into reality. And, quite often, though, what holds us back is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, right? That kind of thing. So sometimes we need to take a little bit of a step back, retrograde energy, in order to propel ourselves forward. So think about, what do you want to face? What do you want to do? And then focus on that. But yes, you could have some opportunities opening up for you, and you may need to make a choice. Listen to your intuition and your heart, okay? Because sometimes things defy logic. Sometimes we have to go with what feels right, even if it's, how should we say, something that we didn't bargain for, right? So, and Scorpio, you are usually pretty good at following those things. The paths unknown are sometimes the ones that are mystical and magical, and ultimately the most fulfilling. I'll leave that there for you guys. Good luck in this blue moon. I thank you for watching. We are moving on now to Sagittarius. Hello there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your blue moon in Capricorn, the second full moon in a row in your 2nd house of money. So yes, money. This can be money coming in. This can be paying off money, because we do have 2nd house where this full moon is. This is about your material and physical experiences, your work, your income, your assets, the things you own, the things you value, the value in yourself, right? And also about your habits around money, especially. We do have Saturn at this time, and Saturn is in your 4th astrological house, and your 4th house is Cancerian energy, okay? The sun at the time of this full moon is in the sign of Cancer, And Cancer is very much focused around your home, your family. So for some of you, you could be saving up money to buy a house. Maybe you are paying off a mortgage. Maybe you're looking to how you make your money or what money you have coming in and saying, you know what, the money I have coming in isn't going to help me achieve my living situation goals. And so now I'm going to change how I make my money, or I'm going to change how I spend my money. So the focus very much is about money, resources, but also the value that you place on the things that you possess, the things you own, the things you buy. And so you could be making some changes for the better, of course, always for the better. So let's see what else we've got coming in here for you. Some of you could also, by the way, especially because we do have a conjunction with Pluto, right? Pluto and Aquarius can be about other people, changes going on with other people, and especially any other people that live in your home, right? Your children, maybe one of your children gets a really good job, they've graduated university or something like that, and now they're moving out of your house, right? Maybe they've been living in your basement suite. Now you can rent it out to someone else and get some money coming in, right? So sometimes other people's actions can have an impact on you, and especially in this energy about your money, right? So we can have some interesting things going on there with that. We have wisdom here for you. Very interesting. So the wisdom energy, especially in regards to your money, how it relates to other people, maybe that, you have learned some sort of lesson, right? Saturn's in your fourth house. Saturn does quite often bring us those life lessons, which of course translate into wisdom. So you could find that you are older and wiser about your money, your resources, making your money last longer, that kind of thing, and you are using that wisdom that you have gained to your advantage. So you could also be learning something here, that something may come to light for you at this lunation and you're like, oh, now I understand, right? So you could be gaining some wisdom here. We have the door to romance here for you guys. Now, very interesting. The door to romance can certainly represent that there could be something going on in your personal relationships, especially your romantic life, that can impact your money or your home. So this can be where, perhaps you, someone you love, right, maybe making changes in their life, and this impacts you and your living situation. This can represent that, you are perhaps entering in a higher level of commitment with somebody in your world, right? So maybe your significant other is moving in with you, or you're moving in together, right? Maybe you're changing homes completely because your door to romance is open, right? And so this can actually bring you some financial benefits. This can actually also change your perspective on how you make money in your life as well, or what kind of income level that you still need, because you could be getting some significant improvements. I mean, think about two people joining finances, right? Two people paying the same amount of bills means you've got, that much extra money at the end of the month. So this can actually be really quite wonderful. But the door to romance, though, can also represent about, the things you love, the things you care about, right? And the things you want to create in your life, right? 3 is the basis of manifestation. It's card number 33. 3 is the basis of manifestation. 3 is a very creative energy, and 3 is also about teamwork and collaboration. So you could potentially be, working with other people to bring more money in your life. This can be where you are really focused on what makes you happy, especially in regards to your money. And how do I get a sense of happiness and fulfillment while also making money for myself? So there could be some doors of opportunity opening up for you to follow a career path that you love that also brings you financial rewards. We have the World card here for you guys as well. So the World card can certainly represent something coming to fruition for you. All right. The World is about an ending, right? And so it quite often does bring a successful ending to a chapter, a cycle, or an event in your world. And this brings gratitude and joy and abundance in your life. So yes, you could have something coming to fruition there, something very wonderful. This can also represent that you are ready to leave something behind and you're ready to step forward into something new or something improved. And you're ready to expand your horizons. You're ready to take the next step. So again, you could have something changing in your personal relationships where you're taking the next step, the next level of commitment, the next step in a relationship, the next step in a job even as well here. Or you are ready to venture out into the world and expand your horizons and maybe do something a little bit more interesting, do something that brings you more fulfillment, whatever it happens to be. The World card is one where we do have endings, but we do also have new beginnings opening up for you as well, very much in tune with the lunations that we've had. So it's a great energy here for you, for growth, for expansion, and for completion, and a successful one at that. Express thanks and gratitude to the universe for everything that you have, everything you've achieved, everything manifesting in your world, and of course, for everything that you have accomplished or overcome that brings you wisdom. And you will ultimately get more things to be thankful and grateful for. Leave that there for you, Saggy. I thank you for watching. Good luck in this blue moon, and we're going to move on now to Capricorn. Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome to your blue moon. Of course, this is happening in your first astrological house. This is all about me, myself, and I, your focus on you, your goals, your appearance, your direction, your path in life, the things that you want. Saturn is in your third astrological house, of course, ruled by Mercury. This is about your thoughts, your communication. This is about your ideas, right? Your approach, not your approach to life. This is about your neighborhood. This can also affect your technology in this. You could be getting a new computer, a new phone, something that helps you communicate better, or this is maybe just something that you want. You could be indulging in something here, but this can be a huge breakthrough moment for you guys, okay? Very important, very significant, this full moon in your sign. You could be gaining some deep realization, some insights. Your perceptions may be changing. You could be getting clarity at this time. And of course, you could be having something coming to fruition for you here, guys, as well. But something that really is what you want. So some very good, very positive energy there for you. But of course, whenever we have a breakthrough moment, we sometimes do realize what we need to let go that has been keeping us a little bit stuck in one place. So let's see what the cards have in store for you guys. And we have here faith. Keep the faith. Whenever we keep the faith, there is hope for the future. Whenever we keep the faith, we believe in ourselves. We just have this deep sense of knowing that something is going to happen, or something's going to go our way, or something's going to change, right? And so keeping that faith alive is a beautiful energy. So keep the faith, look to the future, right? We always look ahead, right? Instead of being stuck behind or in the past. The faith card can also represent the things you believe in. Believe in yourself. Belief in, your philosophies on life, right? The things you believe in. So you could be kind of shifting your faith-based systems here, right? Maybe you've been brought up in a certain religious structure, right? And maybe you've come to the point in your life where you feel that it's a little bit repressive in some areas, or some things just don't quite make sense and they're not in alignment for you. And now your spiritual side, you're growing a little bit there, right? So you're, almost like your faith is changing a little bit, but you could also be looking to say, how can I blend these things together? Right? And not compartmentalize things, right? So it could be some faith-based systems there that are a play for you there as well. We also have here blossoming abundance, card number 3. Saturn's in your third house, Mercury. So you could be getting some very, very good news at this time. Whatever your situation happens to be, you're entering a time of abundance in your life. So whether something's coming to fruition for you now in the next couple of weeks, or whether this is just a general cycle that's opening up for you. There is so much abundance blossoming in your world. Now, abundance means different things to different people. It can mean money, it can mean love, it can mean friends, but abundance is where we have more than what we need. All of our needs are met plus extra, and it's a wonderful thing to have coming in. So it's a beautiful energy. We also have the Knight of Swords, communication, okay, something fast. So with the Knight of Swords here, there could be some doors opening for you, some portals opening up for you, and you need to seize the moment, seize the opportunity, seize the day, right? That carpe diem kind of energy is what the Knight of Swords brings in. It's like, yes. Beware of impulsive actions, though. Okay, Knight of Swords, even though Knight of Swords can be a very swift-moving energy, can be some really great news coming in for you, quite often is a messenger. Sometimes we do need to kind of just take a step back a little bit, quickly assess the situation, and then move forward, okay? So because this can bring in a little bit of impulsivity in the Knight of Swords. But this is something, whether you are getting clarity on something here, whether you've got some sort of information or news coming in, the Knight of Swords is very quick energy, very quick communication. This can be some sort of communication that comes in the form of text messages or emails, sometimes very tied to technology, or this can be just a quick conversation where things just fall into place and it's like, wow, that was easy. And it's because you've kept faith, because you've kept that positive attitude. But the lines of communication are open with that Knight of Swords, and so is your opportunity to seize the moment. So embrace that. I'll leave that there for you, Capricorn. I thank you for watching. Good luck in your blue moon. I'm going to move on now to Aquarius. Hello there, Aquarius, and welcome to your blue moon in the sign of Capricorn. So for the second full moon in a row, you are going to be experiencing this lunation in your 12th astrological house. And of course, your 12th house ruled by Neptune, okay, is all about our subconscious, our karmic debts, our dreams. The 12th house can bring about endings. It can be an ending to a karmic cycle, especially at this 29th degree that this full moon is happening at. This can be about our secrets, the things that we keep hidden from the world. You could have a secret coming to light, or maybe you are coming clean with something here at this energy. All right. But the 12th house is a very spiritual house. Okay. So you could have some spiritual growth, awakenings, epiphany moments at this moon. And finding a little bit of a quiet space is going to be very important for you. Thank you. At this full moon. Okay. So a little bit of R&R may be in order for you guys. All right. I am an Aquarius sun, and let me tell you, the last full moon, I love full moons. But the last full moon, oh my God, I slept like a baby. It was great. And hopefully I get the same one this time around. So hopefully you do as well. But at the very least, if you find a quiet space for yourself, even for a short time, and especially if you get into like meditating or anything like that, this is probably going to bring you some answers that you're seeking, or maybe bring a little bit of peace to your situation. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to any kind of sign, symbols, synchronicities that are going on around you. Okay, they're leading you something. They're telling you something. They are not a coincidence. All right, so recognize them. Whenever I see things, such as repeating numbers, which is one of the most common signs people see, whenever I do see those things, the first thing I do before I even think about what it means, I say thank you. I say thank you to my angels, spirits, guides, and the universe for bringing me some sort of message. I'm basically showing that I'm recognizing that I've seen something, and then I sit there and try and figure out what that could potentially mean for me in that moment. We do have Saturn in your second house at the time of this lunation. Your second house is your money house, right? Your income, how you make your money, how you spend your money, your habits, your beliefs around money, the things that you value, the things that you own. So some of you could be buying something at this time. You could be paying something off. Maybe you're even selling something at this time, right? But you could really be having a good look at your money and thinking, what do I need to change to better my financial situation? But yes, some of you could have something coming to fruition as well. Abundance, blossoming abundance. There you go. Something coming to fruition for you. And I love that you've got this card. all right, especially with where this lunation is happening. So yes, you could have something coming to fruition, something that you've been wanting, something that you've been manifesting. Now, this could be potentially a new job. This can be a little bit of a financial windfall. It could also be a break with your money as well. So for example, if maybe you've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed with bills, this can be, this can be like, a relief of some of those bills. Maybe you finally paid something off, or maybe something, is forgiven, like some sort of debt forgiven or something like that, right? That can bring you more abundance. But the abundant mindset, the abundant energy that is flowing to you, through you, and around you is wonderful. It's a time of blossoming. It's a time of growth. And it's a time where things can come to fruition for you. We have the door to romance here as well. So very interesting energy. The door to romance, excuse me, as I choke on myself there. The door to romance can, of course, represent that there could be some doors opening for you for love and romance in your life. Okay. And this can have an effect on your money. But this can also be where you are opening your heart to the possibility of love and romance in your life as well, right? Remember, we've got this lunation happening in your 12th house, which can bring about a huge burst of healing energy, right? Cleansing, purging, healing from the past. You're ready to move forward. And when we do open our heart, we welcome abundance, we welcome people, we welcome love, we welcome money, we welcome all these wonderful things into our lives, the things that we want. It's also a time for us to blossom. So this door to romance can be the door to loving yourself, the door to healing. But yes, we can also, of course, be opening the door there for meeting new people, new friends, new romantic interests, all that kind of stuff. This can also be where something may be shifting in a relationship that you already have in your life. Someone might surprise you with something, right? And this can be really fun for you. 12th house, someone reveals their true feelings for you, or maybe someone surprises you with something wonderful that can open the path to a better tomorrow. But the door to romance energy is a card number 33. Threes are the basis of manifestation. 3 relates to the Empress card, right? Venus energy. Venus, funnily enough, rules your 2nd house, right? 2nd house is Taurus energy, but it is ruled by Venus, bringing you the resources, creation, creativity, love, new beginnings, expansion, abundance, growth, all these kind of things. So finding the resources that you need, new beginnings in love, creating the life that you want. Threes, without the energy of creation, nothing will manifest, right? And this also can be about teamwork and collaboration. So you're collaborating with the universe to bring more abundance and love and romance into your life. But this is also where you might be partnering up with people, all right? And this is people that you enjoy being around, people that can help you create something, you can help them, people helping people. And the funny thing is on the abundance card here, we do have, our lovely witch there holding the cornucopia, but then we also have 2 black kitty cats on the side. So we got 3 people, or three entities, or whatever you want to call them, if you will. So there's just the power of 3. Right? So you might be seeing 3s at this time, okay, or a combination of 2s and 1s perhaps that break down into 3s. So, but remember, 3 is creative energy and creating the life that you want. We also, we got a 2-fer here. Okay, we've got the 5 of Cups here for you. Okay, and the 5 of Cups, yes, it can be sadness and grief. It can be processing our emotions. Okay, it can be where we're cleansing, purging. We're getting ready to turn the page, turn around, and heal. 3 cups spilled over, sadness, disappointment, loss, but 2 cups still standing, an opportunity to fix something, repair something, or to move forward into a better tomorrow. And we've got the Emperor here as well, taking charge, taking the lead, gaining deeper levels of understanding and wisdom, taking back our personal power. Pluto is in your sign, remember, and this does bring us an element of success in our lives as well. The Emperor can also represent that there could be someone new showing up in your life, or this can be where, something is forced to be reckoned with, right? So again, you could have a relationship that is stronger and more stable. The Emperor brings in strong, stable energy. But ultimately, the Emperor does bring you into your own personal power, This does bring you power over your emotions, the power to heal, the power to move forward, the power to manifest, right? And also it can be where a strategy has is paying off for you here with this energy as well. So remember, step into this Emperor energy and create, create, create. I'm going to leave that there for you, Aquarius. Good luck in this blue moon. I thank you for watching. We're moving on now to Pisces. Hello there, Pisces, and welcome to your blue moon and Capricorn reading. So for the second month in a row, this blue nation is happening in your 11th astrological house. Now, the 11th house does tend to be a little bit sparkly sometimes. The 11th house is very much about society, your groups, your community that you're involved with, right? Has to do with your social media. All right, and can have to do with other people, very much about other people. But we also do have an energy of freedom and wishes. So what are you wishing for? What are you dreaming about? This can be a time where something can certainly be coming to fruition for you. There might be some changes going on with your social connections, your social groups at this time as well. Because, of course, this 29th degree means I got to get out of this group. I got to let some things go, especially if you belong to any kind of social media groups or anything like that, or real life ones, where something that used to be pleasurable, used to be fun, used to be positive has now turned a little bit sideways, right? And sometimes those groups, we get those keyboard warriors on there, and sometimes they turn a little bit toxic, and it's like, I got to find new people. But you could be freeing yourself from something here as well, or finding freedom in some way, and your 11th house has to do with your wishes as well. Now, we do have Saturn retrograde in your sign in your first house. This can be where you're really having a look, you're taking a step back, you're revisiting areas of your life, and you're like, what is it that I want? What is my goal? What is my vision? What is my dream? Where do I need to heal? Where do I need to let go of things, right? And, so you could be really examining, what it is that you truly want, what it is you truly wish for, and how other people may play a role in that, whether it's the absence of people or connecting with the right kind of people, right? So, you could have some things that you are thinking about, right? But you could be really kind of in this re-evaluation kind of mode. But the great thing is, with this full moon, this is one where we can have a breakthrough. We can also have a breaking free, okay? Whatever it is that's in line with what you want and your wishes. So let's see what else we've got here for you guys. And we also have, by the way, Pluto in your 12th house, okay? And Pluto in your 12th house can be some significant change, significant growth. This can be where something comes to light for you, something that's been elusive or something that's been hidden. All right. The 12th house is where we get a little bit of rest and relaxation. It's a very solitary house, a very spiritual house, but it is also something about our subconscious or things that have been hidden. So a secret may come to light. You might be revealing something. Someone might be revealing something to you. At the very least, whatever you do with this full moon, take a step back and find some quiet time for yourself, whether you're engaging in active meditation or whether you're doing some cleansing rituals, whatever it happens to be, it will benefit you. We have abundance here for you guys, and so this can be really wonderful. So something could be coming to fruition for you guys at this full moon. You could also just be welcoming in a more abundant attitude as well. When we embrace the energy of abundance, we get more abundance in our lives, right? So certainly stepping into the flow of a very fruitful time for you. We have journey here for you guys. Now, the journey is a wonderful energy because this can certainly be about following your dreams, following your goals. What direction am I taking? What path am I going to follow? And you're making a decision in this energy. And this can be a spiritual journey. It can be an emotional journey. It can be a physical journey. So maybe some of you are looking to make some moves in your life. This can be about leaving something behind and moving in a new path, a new direction. This can be going out and having some fun, going on a trip, going on a journey, going and enjoying life, enjoying yourself, whatever it is. There's multiple paths that you might be able to follow. There's multiple opportunities that might be opening up for you, multiple possibilities, right? And so it's up to to you to choose the path to choose the direction that you want to go in. And this can be where, you know, that Pluto in your 12th and Saturn in your first, right? And what are you really wishing for? What do you really want with this lunation in your 11th? And if you've been trying to figure something out, or you've been unsure of, you know, a direction that you want to take in some area of your life, this is where you're going to get the answers, right? So again, take that step back and find a quiet space for yourself and just connect with your own energy. Don't try and force an answer into existence, because the answer will come. You will get the clarity that you need when you are meant to get it. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I love that the Nine of Pentacles has come up for you guys, because this is a very solitary, independent energy, but it is one of success and abundance, knowing what you want and knowing that you can get it. This is one where we've tamed our anxieties and our fears, and we're feeling confident and we're feeling good. It's also an energy where we are treating ourselves. It's an energy of luxury. And this is where we're like, I'm going to treat myself to this thing that I've always wanted, the thing that I've always wished for. I'm going to buy myself a gift. I'm going to do something nice for myself. I'm going to indulge in the pleasures of life. Right? So this is a great energy that's here for you. And, you know, especially, like I said, you know, we've got your 11th house where this full moon is, right? What am I wishing for? What is holding me back? Where do I need to free myself, right? The first house is about a focus on you, your goals, your dreams, right? Where do you see yourself headed? What do you want to change to bring yourself more abundance in your life, right? And your 12th house, you're like, I'm ready to move forward, right? So it's where you're kind of really feeling good and grounded and stable in your energy. So I love that this is here for you. Some of you could have something that's coming to fruition, or some of you, again, are getting those answers and the clarity on what path you need to take and what path you need to follow to live your best life full of abundance and happiness and joy. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. Good luck in this blue moon. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.